Champion, we are here to discuss a battle, but this battle to turn into something else over the course of time, you know what I mean? One of the, I guess, one benefits of doing it this late at this point, I seen a video of Verb kind of, saying everything is kind of squashed a little bit, but Iron Solomon versus A-Verb, it turned into an all-out war between A-Verb and Red Beard Entertainment. A lot of business transactions went sour after the announcement of Loaded Lux. So, I mean, we won't get into that. We're still going to break down the battle because at some point, I guess it's still got to happen. Contracts have been signed. So, well, how y'all feel about the entire situation? Let's say that.
Wherever there's paradise, there's trouble.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Trouble in paradise. And I'm going to go on and on and on and on. Tons of tweets, dirty laundry being aired out. Very, very messy situation. I didn't think it would come to this. And I said on the last champion, RBE dropped the ball, having one up when they booked Murder Mook versus A-Verb. And for some reason, they let Lux versus Verb slip from their grasp. And I think ARP was very upset behind that. Very, very...
Behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes. In the public, for everybody to see. He said in the past he allowed battle rappers to make up battles or whatever. Mm-hmm. But in this situation, he was not willing to extend that courtesy.
But then again, how was he approached? He wasn't approached like if we're going off his tweets. Mm-hmm. He's saying A-Verb didn't approach him like everybody else did, like how Math approached him. Was it the Arsenal and Big Cannon, Heavy Half? It wasn't the same approach.
I fully understand where ARP is coming from, mm-hmm. As from a business standpoint, I see where he's coming from.
From a business standpoint, he's in the clear.
He's in the clear, and you got your rival basically taking the potential battle that you wanted to book away from you. I'm not sure yet if he...
It's not nobody's battle until it's booked. That's why I've been saying that for a little while.
That is true.
Since UW came into the fold. So
that is true.
It's not URL's battle. It's not RBE's battle. It's whoever can make it happen's battle. So
I'll take it in the standpoint. Cards are subject to change.
Yeah.
All the time. No matter what. They're all subject to change. That's why when you buy the pay-per-view, it says cards subject to change. Mm-hmm. Things can change. Verb pulled out of the battle 2 months prior to the battle happening. There's situations where a battle rapper, and I'll take you to this year, SMA was supposed to be in September. Didn't happen until November. The battle rapper who's booked on that card probably had something planned in November, but they had to alter everything just to go to that battle, or they could have said, I'm not doing it. Y'all said it was September 28th. Y'all pushing November. I'm not doing it. So does the league get a pass for rescheduling the event? All Verb is not saying I'm not doing the battle. All Verb is saying let's reschedule it. Not only did Verb give him back the deposit, but he also said you can keep the second half for your worries. For your worries, let's reschedule. The problem is, and I know what the problem is, what's happening? Why you're rescheduling the battle? You're rescheduling the battle. First of all, Verb has been asking for this battle for 8 years.
More than that. I went back to my research.
More than that. 8 long years he's been begging and pleading. He wanted this battle more than he wanted the Mook battle. We all know that for a fact. I understand ARP giving Verb, because if Verb never battles Mook, he never gets this battle with Lux. Let's be clear on that. He's only battling Loaded Lux.
That's debatable.
He's only battling Loaded Lux because he battled Mook and he did very well against Mook. That is the only reason why. So RBE has a point to say, hey, dude, we looked out for you. And this is how you repay us? We gave you a good look, and this is how you repay us?
That's debatable, too. I feel like one hand washes the other.
Well, could we...
There's so many ways I can...
Because we know Verb.
A-Verb versus...
Verb cannot be trusted. Verb is a weasel. He can't be trusted.
He'll come at you.
He does whatever he wants to do.
A-Verb and Murder Mook also helps RBE.
First of all, I'm on Verb's side here. Verb, and I love Verb. I love Verb's brash delivery. Verb don't care about nobody. He cares about his damn self, and he'll let you know from the rip. I don't give a damn flying hoot about none of you. What do you mean we boys? No, we not. We cool up until I'm done my third round. When I'm done my third round, I go home to St. Louis to my real family. So I don't give a damn about none of you. Sure, yeah, you gave me the Murder Mook battle, but I also did a favor for you. Like you just said, one hand wash the other. Verb doesn't give a damn. So I don't know if ARPs didn't see that coming from Verb, but obviously he was hurt. He was really hurt, and to me, he conducted himself. He was very unprofessional. online. No business owner, no league owner should conduct themselves the way he did online. It was just over the top to me. He was tweeting. He did like 100 tweets. He was tweeting about this. He was airing out dirty laundry. He was trying to put Hitman versus Verb. I couldn't understand what was going on. And I'm like, I know ARP. This is not the ARP that I know. ARP is a classy gentleman, a superb businessman. See, ARP should have took that hit because URL, King of the Dot, they've all been punched in the mouth over the years. They've all been shitted on. They've all had stuff happen behind the scenes or happened to them where a battle couldn't happen that they had locked in, and for some reason it didn't happen. And they take it on the chin. For the most part, you don't hear too much about it. You know what they do? They call each other. Smack, Chico, they call each other, and guess what? Whoever they're upset with, they get called all kind of names behind the scenes. That is what ARP should have did. Call up Lawrence, call up Shada, y'all get on the phone and y'all trash Averb. Call them all kind of names you want, but you do it behind the scenes. You don't get on Twitter, you don't air out the battle rapper that your performer's laundry on Twitter. You don't do stuff like that. It makes it, because Averb's been arguing on Twitter for 10 years. This is what Averb does. Averb's a Twitter arguer, Twitter fingers. He argues on Twitter. This is his lane. ARP, this is not your lane. You've always conducted yourself professional. So no matter what points you bring up, you're gonna look like the bad guy. It's gonna look like you're salty in a way because why are you doing this? This is not you. You're out of your character. Averb has taken you out of your comfort zone. So now everybody's bashing you on Twitter because of the way you handle it. Do it the normal way you do it, ARP. When you sit back. And you sit in your time chair, and you let everything digest, and then you put out a strategic blog for 25 to 30 minutes, and we all go, well, damn, ARP. You're right, ARP. That's the way ARP normally handles himself. I think someone should have snatched his phone away.
But then again, the top tier is like a Sue Surf or Averb. They know how to push people's buttons. Okay. And people think it's just the battle rapper's button they know how to push. No, they know how to push the league owner's button.
That's true.
They probably even know how to push the media person's button. So you got into it. I mean,
but you don't think Smack's button's been pushed? You don't think Beezy's button's been pushed?
Yeah, you don't think to get slapped a few times. Yeah.
You don't think that they've been pushed, but you don't see them getting on Twitter. You don't see them tweeting. Have you ever seen has Smack ever ran it on anybody? Have you ever seen Beezy literally rant on people, on
I'm
Twitter?
Really trying to compare the league.
I mean, you just have to. This is not how league owners should conduct themselves.
So if you're going back to how people conduct themselves, at the end of the day, we're talking about giving back the deposit. It's not that simple. You know what I mean? This match was Iron Solomon versus Verb was booked before Loaded Lux was announced. You see what I'm saying? So how do you just give back a deposit? This doesn't work that simple. If I have an event coming up and I have a whole business plan, I've spent money to make this event the way it is, and you just tell me after leaving the event, oh, I'm giving you back the deposit.
But he gave him, but he's giving him more than enough time. You know, the battle's 2 months away.
No, it's actually less than that.
It's a month
and a half away.
7 weeks away.
A month and a half away.
It's 7 weeks away. When ARP knew that Verb wasn't doing this, it was 7 weeks away. 7 weeks away. He knew. Because Verb called ARP. ARP knew. Verb called them. When we first seen that tweet, wasn't the first time ARP heard about this. ARP knew about this. Verb let him know, hey, I can't do the battle. Let's reschedule this battle. Everybody reschedules battles with Iron Solomon. Sue Surf did it.
Oh my God. Iron Solomon. Hold on.
People are scared of Iron Solomon.
Iron Solomon was supposed to be here. He was supposed to give us a special, discussion point, stuff like that. So
Iron Solomon is not to be played with, and people understand that. They get worried. Verb, I'll take you to this. Verb had a battle versus Mook, and that he knew about, and he still battled Pat Stay.
So why was he able to do that and not this?
Because it's Iron. We look at
it's Pat Stay,
but it's Pat Stay, right? But Verb is learning because when Pat Stay destroyed Verb, yes, he destroyed Verb. It hurt his campaign. Everybody brought up the fact that how is Verb getting murder Mook when Pat Stay just wiped the floor with him? Verb does not want that to happen. To his biggest match of his career, he doesn't want any controversy going into this battle. Because what happens is Iron Solomon was going to wipe the floor with Verb, and now because he's not focused, he doesn't care about the battle, all he's focused about is Lux. So now Verb is going into the Lux battle in the negative because Iron Solomon just destroyed him. Verb is smart. Fool me once, shame on you, or shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. I'm not falling for that again. I just went through this 8 months ago in August. It's not happening again. Thank you. Here goes your money. I'm not doing the battle. Smart man. Smart man, Verb. Bravos, kudos to you, Verb. One of the best decisions you made in your career.
But it's also bad business, though. I mean,
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Great move.
Hold on, before I go back.
Great move, Verb. Smart man you are.
Okay, at the end of the day, money needs to be made. So you don't want to burn a bridge with somebody. Like, at the end of the day, it could have been approached better. I feel like we keep talking about ARP this, ARP did this. I feel like if ARP was approached better in a situation, and not the way, it's offering to Drake. Drake ain't valid nowhere. Who got $3 million? I don't care what Drake told anybody behind the scenes. Drake is not.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
So if you call up or you text me and tell me, oh, Drake's going to battle me on your league, you insulting my intelligence now.
Yeah, you are.
You I'm an idiot? You tell me you're not going to take the iron battle. You're going to tell me
I'll give you a Drake battle.
You insult my intelligence.
Verb's a master manipulator.
But you're insulting my intelligence, though. That's their approach is wrong.
Verb
their approach is wrong.
Smart.
Their approach. We're talking about why ARP's for the way because their approach is wrong. How did Math approach it? How did Arsenal approach it? How did other people that backed out of a battle approach it? Because this is not the main event. Honestly, this is a dope battle, but you still have Math versus Howard Don. I'll be upset with that. But this, like their approach is wrong.
But they're talking about fades, breaking each other's jaw.
Who brought that up, though?
Oh, Verb did.
Verb did.
Verb
Okay,
brought that up.
see?
So, ARP
So a lot of this is a response back.
A lot of it is a lot, but ARP got he got involved
And
in some
then
foolishness.
business wise, okay, look, King of the Dot. Last year, hopefully they step it up this year. They had 2 or 3 events last year. I mean, or let's say in Toronto or in Cali or whatever, within those regions. If they do this again this year, there's 2 events. You know what I'm saying? You're not really gonna battle over there. You know what I mean? URL ain't gonna book you all the time. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? So RBE is one of the places where you frequent. You did about 3 battles. You don't want to burn that money train. I'm just saying. You don't want to burn that money train.
Verb notices the end.
Think about the future too. Don't think about the future.
Well, ain't no future. He knows after this after this lunch battle, that's it. He might be cashing out. I'm done. Verb is a massive. Verb can steal your wallet. Look at you and say, listen here, man. This is what Verb do. Listen here, man. I don't know what you thought you saw, but that ain't what you saw. You eating too much of that chicken. That is what Verb do. But see, ARP is front row. ARP, you're front row. You're on the stage. You don't argue with the peanut gallery. You don't do it. A wise man once said, don't argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who's who. We're online. We could not tell who was the fool. That ARP should never fall in the ARP. You gotta relax, my brother. You gotta relax and take everything
into
consideration.
The situation is kind of dead now.
But he has to take everything into consideration because we all know whose fault it was. We know whose fault it was. It's that low-life dog Jack Boy Main's fault. He knew about the matchup. He knew about Lux and Verb before they knew about it. Instead, he let you sign that contract, that bogus contract that he knew Verb couldn't honor. He knew about it. That sleazeball, that slime bucket, that vandal, that crook. It's the New Year's, and he's already starting his stuff. Somebody call 911. They'll lock that bag snatcher up. We know who did it. ARP, you fussing at the wrong person. Get the real perpetrator down. Get the real culprit. That fool.
Oh my goodness.
Anywho, I feel ARP's pain. I don't want to take this away. I feel ARP's pain, but I agree with Verb. I agree with Verb. Backing out the battle with Iron is.
Do you agree with how he handled it?
I don't give a damn. I want to see a good match.
I care.
I don't care.
I care.
I don't care.
The way you handle it.
Because and
let somebody handle you wrong.
The Iron battle is just another battle under his belt. I
understand that's from a fan perspective.
But every legend has multiple defining matchups that define them. And I'm going to talk about a whole lot. Jordan, 6 championships, beating up on Utah Jazz, 4th quarter shots, game winner shots. LeBron bringing the title to Cleveland after being down 3-1 to Golden State in the NBA Finals. Tiger Woods beating Phil Mickelson in the 1997 Masters by 12 shots to cement his legacy. Woods versus Mickelson were going to be one of the greatest rivals in golf. Muhammad Ali, Thriller in Manila. We know Michael Jackson, Motown, first time you've ever seen a moonwalk. He does the moonwalk. Remember the moonwalk? Yeah. That's his go-to move. Sting, who remembers Sting coming down from the Raptors to face Randy Savage, Macho Man. WWF, WCW invasion. WWE's getting their ass whipped. WCW, ECW, they're pounding on them. The glass break. Who comes out? Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out to save the day. Mayweather beating Canelo, Hatton, Oscar, Mosley, Chavo, Madonna, and most noted, the victory against Pacquiao. On and on and on and on. Ray Allen hitting the biggest shot of his career. Down 3-2 to the Spurs in the NBA Finals. Scores 92-95. Spurs up. James catches. Puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound. Backs out to Allen. Bang! Remember that! That is legendary stuff. This is a legendary moment for Verb. He knows what this means. I don't give a damn about a contract. I don't give a damn who signed what. Verb's mother could have signed a goddamn contract. I don't care. The shit is null and void.
We're going to get him a Capone to smoke and cut him down.
Rip the contract up. Who gives a damn? I don't care about contracts. I want to see great matchups. Verb, smart man, get out of that matchup. Nobody wants to see you versus Iron right before you versus Lux. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? You smoke crack, don't you? Don't do it. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Iron was booked for. How you feel, Yak?
I feel like this is a complete mess, man. It's a whole mess, but at the same time, why would you want Verb to come battle Iron on your card? Not fully invested, not fully focused on Iron.
But then again, before we get back into that, again, he booked Verb versus Iron before we knew about Lux.
I don't give a damn.
He may have booked it, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, that Lux and Verb battle is like who's the best ever kind of a battle. So knowing that you weren't able to book that, it's kind of out of your hands, and you kind of lost control at that point. And one thing
he lost control of the
momentum
of the contract that he already signed, sealed.
He still has that contract, but at the same time, why would you want Verb, even with the contract? Say if Verb was going to come to the battle, would you want Verb, if he didn't give the deposit back, would you want Verb to come to your battle half-assed against Iron?
I wouldn't want that. No.
You wouldn't want that, right? No. And that's what was going to happen. It wasn't going to come 100%.
I don't give a damn about a contract. We keep talking about these damn contracts. Because in boxing, who gives a damn? In boxing, there are certain situations where a boxer will forfeit his belt because he doesn't want to fight the number one contender. He wants to take the fight that really means the most. They do it all the time. I'm not battling this guy. I know I'm supposed to fight this guy because he's the number one contender. I'm not fighting him because fighting this guy does nothing for my legacy. Take the damn belt. I'm fighting this guy right here. That is what this is about. That is what this is about. It's about legacy. It's about history. We're sitting here talking about contracts. What contract?
I think if there was any other battle besides Lux and Verb, it wouldn't be an issue. But because it's so monumental of a battle, it's a legendary battle, that's why, ARP is running into this. And I have to say, like, one thing that I did admire about ARP was his patience. The way he came back with that Daylight blog. I was like, you know what? I actually understand his point of view now. I think that would have been the way to handle it, because now going back and forth.
Let's talk about the Daylight blog. Daylight clearly said he had intentions on showing up to the battle. That ARP pulled him from the card. Now I understand that he didn't follow through with putting in trailers, but a lot of people don't do trailers. So Daylight could be upset and say, "Hey, Daylight proved that he had a round ready and the round was fire." Daylight would say, "Hey, look." Daylight could be upset with ARP and say, "Hey, why you pull me from the card? How you just gonna take me out? What are you doing?" And are we missing something here? Are we know?
I understand what you're saying.
Wait. We let ARP get away with this because we knew Daylight was a troll. We know how Daylight acts and we know how he carries himself. We gave ARP a pass, right? Am I right or wrong? Did ARP get a pass? Because he should have taken Daylight out of the battle. Daylight never said he wasn't going to do the battle. But we gave ARP because we understood.
He didn't fall in contractual agreements.
Because he missed the trailer, whatever. But we
Other few things he needed talking to about.
understood. But but the fact is, he still wanted to do the battle. We gave ARP a pass. We said, it's Daylight. Right now, we're giving Verb a pass. We're going, you got Lux. We're giving, because in any other circumstances, we wouldn't be giving Verb a pass. We'd be on ARP's side. We'd all be rallying up against Verb, and Verb would be getting destroyed on Twitter. But because
so the rules change for different people in different situations.
Different strokes for different folks. We know about this. We know about. Listen, USADA, the United States Agent Doping just cleared John Jones.
Here we go.
John Jones just failed. He clearly failed a doping test. He had. We got to talk about it. He had banned substances in his blood. The man failed the drug test. Picogram, and he had. But guess what? Frank Mir had the same picogram.
Not the same.
Exactly. No, they banned him for 2 years. They banned Frank Mir for 2 years. Listen,
oh my goodness.
Listen, the Nevada State Athletic Commission said, yo, dude, we're not signing off for this. Not going to happen. We can't clear this. But guess what? Money talks, bullshit walks. Dana White, the UFC, they pay off California. California goes, we'll let him fight here. The man clearly failed. There's no in between. If you fail the drug test, you can't fight. If you fail a drug test, you get suspended. There's no in between. There's no such thing as, well, you only had a picogram. You hear about microdosing? Huh? His doctor could have microdosed him and said, hey, I'm going to inject you with this. It'll be undetectable. No one will know anything about it. Well, his doctor's a damn idiot because they keep catching them. They keep catching them with these picograms or these small grams, wherever you want to talk about it. The fact is, different strokes for different folks. They moved the whole damn venue from Nevada to California just so one person could fight. And this is the same situation. Verb is a superstar.
So you're saying that because the correlation there, Verb is wrong, but we're giving him a pass.
Yes, Verb is clearly wrong.
Trying to get his point. Trying to get his point. So you're admitting Verb is wrong.
Verb is wrong, but sometimes you can be wrong and still be right.
I understand that.
Did you hear the Al Green song? If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Sometimes you can be wrong and still be right.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes you could be wrong and still be right. If somebody kills one of your family members and you kill one of them back, you're wrong, but you're still right.
I think the only way ARP could have defended by this is had the Mook battle set up and then right after had the Lux battle set up.
But I think it's a lot more complicated than that.
ARP know what happened. ARP is salty, and I'm calling him out. He's upset.
Oh my goodness.
ARP had this battle in the bag, and he let it slip from his grasp, and that is why he's upset. He's upset because he could not.
I think ARP is upset because, like I said before,
yes,
you insulted his intelligence. You approached him wrong, like he tweeted. That's what I think happened.
I believe ARP is upset, and he's rightfully, like I said, I love when leagues stab each other in the back. I love it. I love when they go to war. I love it. But I feel like I've never seen ARP act this way. He got to do this stuff behind closed doors. This stuff, or like we said, do a blog. Do a calm control blog where you handle everything and you run it down. But overall, we knew who everybody was going to side with. Everybody's going to side with Verb in this because we all want to see the matchup. Had it happened on RBE and Verb had Iron Solomon locked in on URL, no one would be, ARP wouldn't be upset. ARP wouldn't say, well, damn, Verb, you gotta honor your contract. No, who'd be upset?
But the leagues go for themselves, obviously.
Right, but but would he be upset? Would anybody be upset? If had the same thing happened,
if somebody sleeps with your another person's girlfriend, you're not gonna care because it's not yours.
Right, but
same situation.
But had Verb had Iron Solomon locked in on URL and he had stabbed URL back, say I'm not doing this battle, I don't think you would heard a word from URL.
Again, it all comes down to approach because actually Verb actually did this. Verb was supposed
did this
to
URL before.
He's supposed to battle a few people.
And what did you hear anything?
King of the Dot too, but then again, I think actually, so I guess you're wrong because ARP smoothed over with King of the Dot prior to him battling Mook. Okay. Another situation.
Yeah,
so
I think Verb was supposed to battle on King of the
Dot,
and then he ended up taking the Mook battle.
Yeah.
And he kind of put a post up talking to King of the Dot saying,
Yeah.
You know, thank you, not to step on you. There's a blog actually.
So it all comes down to the approach.
It's the approach.
Verb has to approach this better. You know what I mean, that's somebody you did business with since Adi Boom. We're talking about 2013, 2014. So to burn this bridge, you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I understand. Listen,
Verb don't care.
I like the facts. I want to see Lux battle. That's what I want to see Lux battle.
We're dealing with Verb though.
I want to see Lux
We're
battle.
dealing with Verb. Verb doesn't care.
That is true too.
He doesn't care. What bridge are you talking
who
about?
wins, Verb or Lux?
I don't.
It's Verb versus Iron. That's different. The video.
Yeah, Verb or Lux is a different video.
I will say this though. This is Verb's behavior. You know, that's what Verb do. He been going like. So I would say this to RBE. This is him. You know, you did. So just because you saw him do it with a different league, don't think you're above that. No, he gonna come at you the same way because him and URL have been going at it for years.
All the time.
He still battles on it. So I think with RBE and A-Verb, you're gonna get this now. You made it to the big leagues. You're gonna have fights with A-Verb. He's still gonna perform on your platform. Same way URL does. Y'all gonna call each other. Y'all gonna talk on the phone. Y'all gonna smooth it over.
I think RBE and ARP are in the right. I think they're right, and I think Verb is clearly wrong. I just didn't like ARP's approach to the situation. I don't think he should have got on Twitter. I think he should have did his.
We're talking in circles now.
Yeah, we are.
It's
It's
the
the truth.
deal. Like,
the
keep the
truth.
deposit. I don't gotta pay you the other half, and you still owe me a battle. That's not the
Who
deal.
the hell gives a damn about a contract at this point? Nobody. Why are we honoring contracts all of a sudden? Who's ever been sued? What are these contracts? Who's
There we
ever?
go. I said this.
People
I said
do
this
whatever the hell they want when they want.
I said this like
So
2 months ago.
until people start getting sued.
So what if he calls your bluff? So you know what? I seen Tech Man say all this. And
You need to-
so now I'm pumped up. I'm tight. Somebody getting sued today.
Can he sue him?
So you saw okay.
Yeah, sue Verb.
Here's what I'm saying.
Sue the shit out of Verb.
So this energy that you have right here,
Sue
what
Verb.
if it goes into RB like, you know what? He's talking a lot of smack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sue this man.
Yeah.
So now when I sue him, it can mess with the Lux battle. How about that?
Well, I don't give a damn. Something got to be done. He said he was going to sue QP. Never happened.
Oh, here we go.
Who's ever been sued?
Here we go.
These contracts
I'm
are.
gonna cut it there.
These contracts are deterrents. They're deterrents. They're
I'm
first of all,
about to get
these aren't big money contracts. And like I just said, until battle rappers start getting paid some real serious money, these contracts are just deterrents. That's all they are. They say, hey, you got to be here at a certain time. The only reason why the battle rappers really showing up because they need the money. That's the only reason why they're doing the battle because they need the money.
So who would have won, Verb or Iron?
Solomon.
Oh, Iron Solomon won that battle.
Iron Solomon would have won.
He would have won the battle. Clear.
And this is one of the reasons I kept saying Verb's gonna lose to Lux is because I knew I'm like, yo, this might go down. So you got Iron Solomon and you got a one rounder that you got to complete.
Okay, what if he didn't have Lux next? What if it was just Iron and...
We wouldn't be talking about this. when we
You saying so? It was just Iron. If he didn't have Lux,
we can't talk
just
about
Iron and Verb?
this.
Because that's what the question was, Iron or Verb?
I may have been leaning towards Verb. If he doesn't have Lux no wing at all, like period.
Say if he battles Lux and then going forward, he is able to go back on RBE and do the Iron battle.
No. See, the situations, see, the rules and the situations is different. If he battles Lux, he's not going to try to
Go back and battle Iron.
and have the best battle of his life against, he's not going to do that. So if he battles Lux and then battles Iron Solomon, I still have Iron Solomon winning. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I think they need to sue Verb.
He said all of that. He said all of that in his last words. They need to sue Verb.
Something has to be done. Something has to be done with these contracts. Sue Verb.
No. You know what? You don't sue because at the end of the day, I say there's negotiations, and we're in a field of battle rap where it's negotiations. You know? So the second you actually sue him,
There we go.
I feel like the culture will try to turn on whoever. Like let's say Yak Man has a battle league, and they actually, oh, this guy didn't show up on time, or this guy didn't show up at all. I'm gonna sue him. Like, yeah, it's the right action to do until actually time for them to sue him. They're gonna be like, I hate this dude. Who is this? The cops? You the feds now? You suing people? You can't.
Yeah,
they're gonna hate.
There's a
So the
police
second you
beat.
actually sue in battle rap, it sounds good.
got
So you
to.
actually do it. The culture will turn on whoever sues somebody. I'm telling you.
These contracts,
I'm telling you.
but these contracts are a joke.
You know what's a joke? People
It's a
switching
joke.
sides. The wave riders. They're gonna say oh yeah, do it. Then when you do it, they're gonna jump on you.
No, because what happens is people will start thinking more before they sign these contracts. You got people like that sign these ironclad contracts where there's all kind of loopholes to the contract. And one of the loopholes Verb could have put in there and say, hey, I'll do this battle, but if this battle comes up, I'm not doing this battle anymore. That could have been, he could have had that in the contract. And then ARP couldn't have said anything. Because it's like, okay, he already let us know that if he gets a call for luck.
Baby, treat life like a baby. 'Cause what good is the right?